Ayo, okay. Iso bhagava araham amma sambuddho vidyacharan sam okay, and let's go. Yeah, again. Iti so bhagava araham amma sambuddho. Okay, you.
Hi, Ram, and welcome to the Prema, the abode of the living Buddha. It is very nice to have you all here today on this auspicious day. Please do take your seats and be comfortable. I would like to offer this program as the lowest seat of the seat. Thanks, Ori, for inviting Buddha to cite the divinity. At this time, I am inviting the venerable monks to the Mara to chant for the unveiling of Buddha's teaching.
Take this mic. Only the here.
Also, at this time, I would like to invite the priest of Preside International Organization Chairman, Narendra Reddy, to unveil the statue. At this time, we would like to offer the sacred items to Lord Buddha. In Buddhism, offering flowers, candles, and incense sticks to Buddha means a mindful practice of reflection and way to practice generosity and gratitude. Lighting a candle symbolizes illumination and brightness. Flame represents the light of wisdom that dispels the darkness of ignorance. The incense is the praise of pure. These items are water, juices, fruits, and sweets from a traditional ritual known as puja. Offering lotus flowers to Buddha signifies purity of law in the economy. Being unified above mighty water signifies the journey towards spiritual awakening and enlightenment. Thank you to wonderful Sri Satya Sai spiritual education children who played a beautiful British song titled Dhamma Sugandha, translated to the Americans. Now at this time, we are going to pay respect to the Bodhi pouring water and the Bodhi tree is a sacred Buddhist practice that honors the tree under which Buddha contains life. This ritual symbolizes respect for the Buddha's teaching, the cultivation of
is God.
That's all.
And
Sing sabari wijayang patu sabang yutang satta wande kang buti paadapang ime ete mahabodhi lokanate na pujita aham pite namasami bodhiraja.
Karaja. Ano datang? Village to Eric. Eric village. Handle it. Please do and then
Select additional Buddhist land. Lighting a plant is a deeply symbolic ritual. Light symbolizes the and illusion. Just as a traditional oil lamp or candle consumes itself to provide light, it represents the Bodhisattva ideal of selflessly giving and time, energy, and knowledge to help others. Lighting an lamp is a mindful reflection of contemplating the lamp of the ways, revealing the effectiveness of purity and wisdom. It signifies the passing down of a teaching from one person to countless others, like using this flame to light 1,000 more without diminishing the original.
Right.
It also reminds devotees of the Buddha's final teaching to be a lamp unto yourself, burning on your own mindful effort and wisdom rather than external forces. Good morning.
Oh, no, put more. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, ఇక్కడ మళ్ళీ 19 పైన ఉండేది అంటే. They're both putting both on the top. Yeah. That's there. Yeah. Correct.
I, Dr. Narendra Prema. He oversees the Sri Satya Sai International Organization's global humanitarian, spiritual, and service activities across more than 100 countries. He also serves as the chairman of the International Medical Committee. Dr. Reddy is an endocrinologist and internist based in Southern California with over 40 years of medical experience. He received his medical training in the United States and has served on the teaching faculty at the Keck School of Medicine at USC. He is a longtime devotee of Sri Satya Sai Baba and has been heavily involved in spreading his teachings of unconditional love, selfless service, and human values globally.
With love, reverence, and gratitude, I offer my prayerful pranams at the divine lotus feet of our dearest, loving, and omnipresent Lord, Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Revered, venerable monks, dear brothers and sisters, we wish all of you a happy, holy, and blessed Buddha Poornima filled with supreme peace. This is a special occasion on which we are having the occasion to inaugurate the Buddha Vihara. The Buddha Vihara, for people to know where Buddha resides, where Buddha moves around, the place where Buddha is residing. And this kind of concept of Buddha Vihara has been there for centuries. And there are many Buddha Viharas around the world. And there are many Buddha Viharas. Viharas. One of the beautiful one is Anuradhapura I have seen. And also we are dedicating the Bodhi tree today. So the two major things, the inauguration of the Buddha Vihara and the dedication of the Bodhi tree. And whenever you think of Buddha Vihara, you should feel that Buddha is here guiding us in the right direction and also showering his blessing so that we go to the nirvana. And Bodhi tree, for people who don't know, that is a very sacred, auspicious tree. The botanical name is Ficus religiosa. And also it has many other names, Bo tree and also Ashwatha tree. Even Lord Krishna, thousands of years ago, he says, Shanam Ashwatha. Ashwatha Sarvursham. Of all the trees, I am the Ashwatha. He himself said that means he equivalent to the Lord. So Ashwatha is so important. It's also called people tree. So that is why the importance, another one was under which Lord Buddha, who was before was Siddhartha, he meditated, contemplated, and attained nirvana. Siddhartha became the awakened one, the Lord Buddha. And this is thrice blessed day. What is it thrice blessed? Because this is the day Lord Buddha took birth in Lumbini, in the present Nepal. And this is the place where the day where he attained enlightenment in Bodh Gaya, which is in present Bihar state. And this is the day where he attained Mahaparinirvana in a place called Kushinagar, near Varanasi. So that is why this is very important and blessed, thrice blessed day. That is why we are all happy by God's grace. We are all here for the inauguration and for the dedication of Bodhi tree. First, I would like to express gratitude to our Lord Sai for having opportunity to do this. And also, I really express gratitude to all the venerable monks for blessing with their presence for this occasion and this place. And in this special occasion, I want to mention specially about Aniruddha Pereira and Saroja Pereira, their family and friends, who really put a lot of effort, their dedication, their effort to conceive this, do this beautiful place so that people can come and contemplate. I wish and pray that the Buddha Vihara becomes a lighthouse where it can radiate peace and joy and also be able to be the source of a compassionate, loving service. And also this Bodhi tree is so sacred, it said each leaf can show us the way to the enlightenment. So take it easy, we need to love it, respect it, water. We already did the watering, so we should try to nurture it so that it becomes a source where all of us can get enlightenment sitting under the tree. And here is important, we need to at least recollect on this special day the highlights of Lord Buddha's life, his message, and his wonderful sacrifice he did for the world. People will know that he is a great Hindu prince who was born in Nepal. And the unique thing about him, he was immersed in the royal comforts. But we all see that he saw four sides. One, he saw somebody getting old. We all get old, then get sick. Second side, and third is somebody dead. So these three sides, it really turned him to the purpose of life. We are all going to be born, become old, get sick, and die. This is the purpose of life. Then he saw the fourth side, where an ascetic, where a great one who is a monk, like these people, monks, who renounced everything, but he was beaming with joy. He was tranquil, he's serene and peaceful. Then he says, at that time, we decided, better I renounce this temporary life, worldly pleasures, and go in search of the truth. He was only 29 and he was had to renounce his royal palace comfort, beautiful family, his wife and children. That is the kind of we should have. Shall be truth. Now, because of this fight, he is remembered 300 million people around the world who look for to him for his guidance and light to tread the path of righteousness and reach the goal. This is the important sacrifice which he made. But the another important thing is when he went there, he did a lot of penance. He did austerities, he fasted, and he became skin and bones. But he didn't attain the truth. So this is self-mortification. Then he says, this is not the way, self-mortification, neither self-indulgence nor self-mortification is the way. But what is the way? The middle path. What is the middle path? Is, as Lord Krishna said, ahara viharasya. Not too much eating, not too little eating. Not too much sleeping, not too little sleeping. Not too much work, not too little work. You need to follow the middle path. That is what I came to show. And then he also revealed four noble truths. I know the monks are experts in that. First noble truth was this world is to come, Shanikam. This whole world is temporary and full of misery. But it looks very pessimistic, right? So then he says, no. What is the reason it is like that? Is because of tanha, the desire. Because of that, that's why Swami introduced the seeing and design project. So what is the way out? The way there is a way out. What is the way out? The eightfold path. So if we have shown the eightfold path to which we can get out of this suffering so that we live in bliss like Lord Buddha did. So that's what he taught, all these wonderful teachings in a place called Sarnath. This also is close to Kashi. That's from where for 45 years he gave his message to the world for the upliftment of humanity. And another important message he gave is called Brahma Vihara. That means how to behave in the society. One is Maitri, with friends, family, be friendly with them, be nice to them. And people who are less fortunate have karuna, how to serve them. And people who are more fortunate than us, we should not be us. We should have mudita, be happy for them. That is important, like I said. But fourth category, we all have people who give us trouble. What's people criticize us, come to us. What should we do with them? Says upeka. That means just not bother with them. Just be indifferent. Just send love to them. Just don't be bothered. So this is what the four kinds of things in life we have to do. Friendship, the people who are family and friends, people who are less fortunate, karuna, and people who are more blessed than that, we should have mudita, and people who are giving trouble to us, we have okay. This is the one he said. So we need to practice that, then we'll be living in peaceful life. And finally, I would like to end important thing in Buddhism is Sri Ratna Sharanam. Three Ratna Sharanam, three jewels. What are those? Buddham Sharanam Gacchami. I take refuge in Lord Buddha. And Dharmam Sharanam Gacchami. I take refuge in his teachings. And then third is Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. He established a huge organization, huge things all over the world. In the Far East, it is so much prevalent like this. Though it started in India, more prevalent in Thailand, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, and all those places. So he says Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. That's made it practical. He said, use buddhi, intellect, right there, Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. Walk right to a step. So that Sangham Sharanam to society, to community, you know, that will lead the goal. This is the how do you do that? Swami said that as a Shuddhi, purity of thought. Always think whatever thoughts you have. We have good thoughts. Or second, am I saying good words? And third is, am I doing good deeds? When I think good, when you speak good and do good, you are close to the truth. That's what we need to practice. So on this wonderful occasion, so let us make this place a lighthouse for peace so that we do the loving service to all in the community and we get enlightenment sitting under the Bodhi tree. So sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. This is the wonderful Pali prayer they say so that everybody will be happy. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. May all the worlds be happy. Jai Sai.
I would like to thank Dr. Reddy for that beautiful illuminating. Ancient, most venerable, Sri Pharaoh to address the five steps to devotees as a man. Most venerable Sri Pharaoh is the abbot of some Buddhist Vihar, a respected Buddhist temple established in 2003 in Southern California. Holding both BA and master's degrees from Sri Lanka, Venerable Sarnasiri Thero has devoted his life to the preservation and propagation of Buddhist teachings through religious, educational, and community service activities. Under his compassionate leadership and guidance, the temple has grown steadily and is now fully completed with all temple premises, serving as a spiritual home for people from all communities and backgrounds. He is widely recognized as an influential Buddhist monk in Southern California for his dedication to promoting peace, harmony, mindfulness, and cultural values. Through Dhamma sermons, meditation programs, blessings, counseling, chanting ceremonies, and community outreach, Venerable Sarnasiri Thero continues to inspire devotees and visitors toward a life of wisdom and compassion. Following the delivery of the five precepts, Most Venerable Sarananda will provide the English explanation. Venerable Sarananda Thero is a Buddhist minister currently serving in California. He has been in monastic life for 27 years and has been serving the Buddhist community in California for nearly 4.5 years. He obtained his higher diploma in Sri Lanka and dedicated over 15 years as a Dhamma teacher actively engaging in religious, educational, and social service activities. Venerable San Sarananda Thero continues to share the teachings of the Buddha through meditation programs, Dhamma sermons, chanting ceremonies, and Sunday school education for children and families. With compassion and dedication, he strives to promote mindfulness, moral values, peace, and spiritual well being within the community.
Everyone, please say 3 times Namo Tassa to observe 5 steps.
So, oh, sama Buddha.
Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa Namo Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa.
Homage to the Buddha, the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One.
Buddhang saranang gacchami. Sharanam gacchami.
I go to the Buddha as my refuge.
Dhammang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranam gacchami.
I go to the Dhamma as my refuge.
Sanghang saranang gacchami. Sangham saranam gacchami.
I go to the Sangha as my refuge.
Dutiyang pi buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyang pi saranang gacchami.
For the second time, I go to the Buddha as my refuge.
Dutiyang pi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyang pi dhammang saranang gacchami.
For the second time, I go to the Dhamma as my refuge.
Dutiyang pi sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyang pi sanghang saranang gacchami.
The second time, I go to the Sangha as my refuge.
Tatiyang pi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyang pi buddhang saranang gacchami.
For the third time, I go to the Buddha as my refuge.
Tatiyang pi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyang pi dhammang saranang gacchami.
For the third time, I go to the Dhamma as my refuge.
Tatiyang pi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyang pi sangham saranang gacchami.
For the third time, I go to the Sangha as my refuge.
Panati pata. Veramani. Veramani. Sikkhapadang. Sikkhapadang. Samadhiyami.
I undertake the training rule to abstain from taking life.
Adinadana Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami.
I undertake the training rule to abstain from taking what is not given.
Kamesu Michachara Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami.
I undertake the training rule to abstain from sexual misconduct.
Musavada Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami.
I undertake the training rule to abstain from false speech.
Surameraya Majjapama Dattana Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami.
I undertake the training rule to abstain from intoxicants that cause heedlessness. The five precepts are not commandments or punishments. They are training principles that help us live a life of peace, happiness, and harmony. They protect us from causing harm to ourselves and others. By observing the five precepts, we cultivate kindness instead of violence, honesty instead of deceit, respect instead of misconduct, mindfulness instead of intoxication, and compassion instead of selfishness. The Buddha taught that morality is the foundation of a happy life. Just as a strong building needs a solid foundation, a peaceful mind needs virtuous conduct. Today, as we undertake these precepts, let us make a sincere determination to develop a pure heart, a calm mind, and a life guided by wisdom and compassion. May these five precepts bring peace, protection, and blessings to all of you. Thank you.
I would like to thank the Venerable Monks for their delivery of the five precepts. I would also like to thank Dr. Reddy and the International Sri Satyasai Organization for allowing the installation and inauguration of the Lord Buddha Vihara. We now declare the Lord Buddha Vihara open for all devotees to pay their respects to the Lord Buddha. At this time, we will now request devotees to gather back in the Yajur Mandir, the main prayer hall inside Prema Nilayam, to continue our Buddha Poornima celebration. Thank you.
You can go and do that regularly. Yeah, it's been keeping on last year. That's why I had to let the waiting of the day. Yeah.
The monks do one more sutra to the Lord Buddha.
Most Venerable Mahasangha, distinguished guests, and dear Dharma friends, right now we are going to start our puja Venerable Panvalinyaratnatenu will lead puja and offerings. Today we have gathered on this auspicious, meritorious occasion to unveil this sacred Buddha statue. This noble statue symbolizes blessed perfect wisdom, boundless compassion, and complete purity. At this moment, we humbly pay homage to the Buddha who has compassionately disclosed the path leading to liberation from all suffering. With these pure intentions and devoted hearts, our minds become calm, joyful, and purified. Now we are going to offer candles, flowers, incense, milk rice, and all pure offerings to the Supreme Buddha. By the power of the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, may you be well, happy, and peaceful. May you be free from all physical and mental sufferings. May you be granted the noble children. I Sambuddho Vicharana Sampanno Sugato Lokavidhu Anuttaro Purisa Dhamma Sarati Satta Deva Manusanang Buddho Bhagavati. He is a blessed one, a worthy one, a rightly self-awakened one, consummate in knowledge and conduct, one who has gone the good way, nor of the world's unsurpassed trainer of persons, teacher of devas and humans. Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Sandittikho Akaliko Ehipassiko Opanayiko Panchattam Veditabbo Vinyohiti. The Dhamma is well expounded, visible here and now, timeless, inviting one to come and see, leading inward, to be realized individually by the wise. Supatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Uchupatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Nyaya Patipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Samite Patipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yatidang Chattari Purisa Yoga
අට්ඨ පුරිස පුංගලා ඒස භගවතු සාවක සංඝෝ ආහුනේයෝ පාහුනේයෝ දක්ඛිනේයෝ අංජලි කරණීයෝ අනුත්තරං පුඤ්ඤක්ඛෙත්තං ලෝකස්සාති.
The Sangha of the Blessed One has practiced well, worthy of offerings, hospitality, gifts, and reverence, the unsurpassed field of merit for the world.
යස්ස මූලේ නිසින්නෝව සබ්බාරි විජයං අකා පත්තෝ සබ්බං nyuතං සත්තා වන්දේ තං බෝධිපාදපං ඉමේ ඒතේ මහබෝධි ලෝකනාතේන පූජිතා අහම්පිතේ නමස්සාමි බෝධිරාජා නමත්තුතේ.
I hold the Bodhi tree under which the Buddha attained enlightenment. In the highest regard, this sacred tree was revered by the Lord of the world.
Offering of light, please recite after me. ගන සාරප්ප දිත්තේන දීපේන තමදං සිනා තිලෝක දීපං සංබුද්ධං Jayami tamonudang.
With this lamp that dispels darkness, I worship the Buddha, the light of the three worlds.
Offering flowers. Pujemi buddhang kusumena nena.
This is Gimbal's beard because
Ena mete nacha hotu mukkang. Pang milayati yata idam me ayo tatayati vinasa bhavang.
I offer these flowers through this merit. May I attain liberation. As these flowers fade, so too does this body decay.
Offering water. Adivase bhante paniyang parikapitang anukang upadaya patiganhatu uttama.
Venerable Sir, please accept this prepared water out of compassion.
Offering meal rice. අදිවාසේතුනු බන්තේ චීරපායාසං පරිකප්පිතං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පතිගන්හාතු උත්තම.
Dear Venerable Sir, please accept this prepared milk rice as a token of my respect and gratitude.
Offering all the things. අත්තිවාසේතුනු වන්තේ සම්බං සත්තාය පූජිතං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පතිගන්හාතු උත්තම.
O Blessed One, please accept all these offerings made with faith out of great compassion for us.
Asking forgiveness. කායේන වාචා චිත්තේන පමාදේන මයා කතං අච්චයං කමමේ බන්තේ ඌරි පඤ්ඤ තථාගත.
If I have done any wrong by body, speech, or mind, please forgive me, O wise Tathagata.
Aspiration. ඉමිනා පුඤ්ඤ කම්මේන මාමේ බාල සමාගමෝ සතං සමාගමෝ හෝතු යාව නිබ්බාන පත්තියා.
By this merit, may I never associate with fools. May I associate with the wise until attain Nibbana.
Transfer marriage to Devas. ආකාසට්ටා ච බුම්මට්ටා දේවානාගා මහින්దికා පුඤ්ඤං තං අනුමෝදිත්වා චිරං රක්ඛන්තු ලෝක සාසනං.
May devas and powerful beings in the sky and on earth rejoice in this merit and protect the teaching.
Transferring this to relatives. ඉදං මේ ඥාතිනං හෝතු සුඛිතා පුඤ්ඤාතයෝ.
May this merit be for my relatives. May they be happy.
ඉදං මේ පුඤ්ඤ කම්මං ආසවක්ඛයා වහං හෝතු සම්බ දුක්ඛා පමුංචතු සම්බ වයා පමුංචතු සම්බ රෝගා පමුංචතු. සාදු සාදු.
Once again, thank you, venerable monks. I would like to also announce that at any point throughout the day, devotees may come and make an offering of water and flowers to the Buddha Vihara and the Bodhi tree. Now we would like to request devotees to gather back or make offerings. Thank you.
Wait, Dr. Reddy, the lyrics will go to the general mountain first and the bonus first screen farm. Then they, yeah.
Shoes.
Huh?
Right? They go there.
Where did you put the shoes?
Shoes left side.
Yeah, wait, I'll get. The words will follow. You go.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu.
I'm giving him. I'm giving you ready.
Translate the voice. Where do we keep this?
It's a paper.
Okay. Okay, sure.
Stay on.
We'll go straight inside.
Yes. All the wireless function. Finish. All wireless.
Yeah, three from the men's side, two from the women's side.
हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् भ्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेबे वाजिनीवती नीनामवित्र्यवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः विषेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्ताक्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं धर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं ऋतं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवत्वं माम् अवभक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवधातारम् अवधातारम् अवानुचानमवशिष्यम् अवपश्चातात् अवपुरस्तात् अवोत्तरात् अवदक्षिणातात् अवचोर्ध्वातात् अवाधरातात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात् त्वं वाङ्मयस्त्वं चिन्मयः त्वमानन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दाद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तस्तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमेष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरापो नलो निलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वम् अवस्थात्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरो गणादिं पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादीं स्तरनन्तरम् अनुस्वारः परतरः अर्धेन्दुलसितं तारेण रुड्वम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपं गकारो ऊर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वारश्चान्त्यरूपं बिन्दुरुत्तररूपं नादसन्धानं सगुंहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेशविद्या गणकवशिः निश्चित गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ति प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रथं च वरदं हस्ते बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं शश्वस्यादो प्रकृतेः पुरुषापरम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लम्बोदरायैकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिनि शिवसुताय वरदमूर्तये नमः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय ॐ नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यव उतोतैषवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुत ते नमः या तैषु शिवतमा शिवं बभूव ते धनुः शिवा शरव्या या तव तया नो रुद्रमृडय या ते रुद्रशिवा तनूरघोरा पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुभाषन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिषाकुषीः यामिषुं गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभर्ष्यस्तवे शिवां गिरित्रतां कुरु माहि पुंसि पुरुषं जगत् शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्छावदामसि यथा न सर्वमिज्जगदयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असत् अद्य वोचरधिभक्ता प्रथमो देव्योऽभिषक आहि गुष्य सर्वान् जम्बयन् सर्वान् स यातु धान्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुणत बभ्रो सुमङ्गलः ये क्षेमागुं रुद्रा अवितो दिक्षु श्रिता सहस्रशो वैशागुं हेरहीमहे असौ यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उतैनं गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः उतैनं विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयातिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीरुषे अथो ये अस्य सत्त्वानोऽहं तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्चरन्वनस्वमुभयोराग्नियोज्जां याशते हस्तैषवः पराता भगवो वप अवदत्यदनुस्वगुं सहस्राक्षुषुते श्रुते निशीर्य शल्यानां मुखा शिवो नः सुमना भव विज्यं धनुकपद्दिनो विशल्यो बाणवागुं हुता अनेशन्नस्य शव आबुरस्य निषङ्गति याते हेतिर्मीरुष्टमहस्ते बभूव ते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्वमयक्ष्मया परिपूजा नमस्ते अश्वायुधायानाथताय धृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुत ते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् वृणक्तु विश्वतः अथो य इषुतिस्तवारे अस्मन्निदेहितं शम्भवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्रयम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः नमो हिरण्यबाहवे सेनान्ये दिशां च पतये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनां पतये नमो नमः सस्मिञ्जराय द्विषेमते पतीनां पतये नमो नमो बभ्रुषाय विव्याधिने नानां पतये नमो नमो हरिकेशायोपवीतिने पुष्टानां पतये नमो नमो भवस्य हेते जगतां पतये नमो नमो रुद्रायातताविने क्षेत्राणां पतये नमो नमः सूताय हन्ताय वनानां पतये नमो नमो रोहितायस्तपतये वृक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो मन्त्रिणे वाणिजाय कक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो पुवन्तये वारिवसृतायोषधीनां पतये नमो नमः उच्चैर्घोषाय ग्रन्थयते पत्तीनां पतये नमो नमः कृष्णवीताय धावते सत्त्वनां पतये नमः नमः सहमानाय निर्व्याधिनः व्याधिनीनां पतये नमो नमः ककुभाय निषङ्गिने सेनानां पतये नमो नमो निषङ्गिन इषुधिमते तस्कराणां पतये नमो नमो वञ्चते परिवञ्चते सायूनां पतये नमो नमो निचेरमे परिचरायारण्यानां पतये नमो नमस्त्रिकाविभ्यो जिघागुं सद्भ्यो मुष्णतां पतये नमो नमो श्रीमद्भ्यो नक्तञ्चरद्भ्यः प्रकृन्तानां पतये नमो नमः उष्णीषिणे गिरिचराय कुलुञ्चानां पतये नमो नमः इषुमद्भ्यो धन्वाविभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आतन्वानेभ्यः प्रतिदधानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आयच्छद्भ्यो विसृजद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमोऽस्यद्भ्यो विद्यश्च वो नमो नमः आसीनेभ्यश्च यानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः स्वभ्यो जाग्रद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः तिष्ठद्भ्यो धावद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सभाभ्यः सभापतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो अश्वेभ्यो अश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नम आव्याधिनीभ्यो विविध्यन्तिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः उगणाभ्यसृगुंहतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गृत्सेभ्यो गृत्सपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो व्रातेभ्यो व्रातपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो विरूपेभ्यो विश्वरूपेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो महद्भ्यः शुल्लकेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सेनाभ्यः सेनानिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः शत्रभ्यः सङ्ग्रहीतृभ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तक्षभ्यो रथकारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः कुलालेभ्यः कर्मारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः पुञ्जिष्टेभ्यो निषादेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः यशकृद्भ्यो धन्वकृद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमो मृगयुप्रश्वनिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः श्वभ्यश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमो भवाय च रुद्राय च नमः शर्वाय च पशुपतये च नमो नीलग्रीवाय च श्रुतिकण्ठाय च नमः कर्पादिने च व्युक्तकेशाय च नमः सहस्राक्षाय च शतधन्वने च नमो गिरिशाय च शिपिविष्टाय च नमो मेरुष्टमाय चेषुमते च नमो रस्वाय च वामनाय च नमो बृहते च वर्षीयसे च नमो वृत्ताय च संवृध्वने च नमो अग्र्याय च प्रथमाय च नमः आशवे चाजाय च नमः शीघ्र्याय च शिभ्याय च नमः ऊर्ण्याय चावस्वन्याय च नमः स्रोतस्याय च द्वीप्याय च नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च नमः पूर्वजाय चापरजाय च नमो मध्यमाय चापगल्भाय च नमो जघन्याय च बुद्ध्याय च नमः सोऽभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नमः उर्वर्याय च कल्याय च नमः श्लोक्याय चावसान्याय च नमो वन्याय च कक्ष्याय च नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय च नमः आशुषेणाय चाश्रुताय च नमः शूराय चावविन्दते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरुतिने च नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय चाहनन्याय च नमो धृष्णवे च प्रमृषाय च नमो दूताय च प्रहिताय च नमो निषङ्गिने चेषुधिमते च नमस्तीक्ष्णेशवे चायुधिने च नमः स्वायुधाय च सुधन्वने च नमः श्रुत्याय च पत्याय च नमः काट्याय च नीप्याय च नमः सूर्याय दशदस्याय च नमो नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमः कोप्याय चाभद्याय च नमो वश्याय चावश्याय च नमो मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च नमः ईद्र्याय चातप्याय च नमो वाद्याय च रेश्म्याय च नमो वास्तव्याय च वास्तुपाय च ॐ हर 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 ॐ नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमस्ताम्राय चारुणाय च नमः शङ्गाय च पशुपतये च नमः उग्राय च भीमाय च नमो अग्रे वदाय च दूरे वदाय च नमो हन्त्रे च हनीयसे च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयोभवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च नमः तीर्थ्याय च कुल्याय च नमः पार्याय च वार्याय च नमः प्रतरणाय चोत्तरणाय च नमः आतार्याय च लाड्याय च नमः शस्याय च पेन्याय च नमः सिकत्याय च प्रवाह्याय च नम इरिण्याय च प्रपद्याय च नमः किगुंशिलाय च क्षयनाय च नमः कर्वादिने च बलस्तये च नमो घोष्याय च गृह्याय च नमस्तप्याय च गेह्याय च नमः कात्याय च गह्वरेष्ठाय च नमो हृदयाय च निवेश्याय च नमः पागुंसव्याय च रजस्याय च नमः शुष्काय च हृद्याय च नमो लोप्याय चोलप्याय च नमः ऊर्व्याय च सोम्याय च नमः पन्याय च पर्णशद्याय च नमः परुरमाणाय च विघ्नते च नमः आखिगते च प्रकिगते च नमो वकिरिकेभ्यो देवानागुं हृदयेभ्यो नमो विक्षीणकेभ्यो नमो विचिन्वत्केभ्यो नमः आनिर्हतेभ्यो नमः आमीवत्केभ्यः द्रापे अन्धसस्पते दरिद्रन्नीललोहिता येषां पुरुषाणाम् येषां पशूनां रोमो येषां किञ्चनाममत या ते रुद्रशिवा तनो शिवा विश्वाह भेषजी शिवा रुद्रस्य भेषजी तया नो मृडजीवसे इमागुं रुद्राय तवसे कपर्दिने क्षयद्वीराय प्रवरामहे मतिम् यथा नश्यमसद्विपदे चतुष्पदे विश्वं पुष्टं ग्रामे अस्मिन्ननातुरम् मृडानो रुद्रोतनो मयस्विधिक्षयद्वीराय नमसा विधेमते यच्छं चयोश्च मनुरायजे पिता तदश्याम तव रुद्र प्रणीतौ मानो महान्तमुतमानो अर्भकं मान उक्षन्तमुतमान उक्षितं मानो वधीः पितरं मोतमातरं प्रियामानस्तनुवो रुद्ररीर्षः मानस्तोके तनये मान आयुषिमानो कोशुमानो अश्वेषुरीर्षः वीरान् मानो रुद्रभामितो वधीर्हविष्मन्तो नमसा विधेमते आरात्ते गोघ्न उत पूरुषग्ने क्षयद्वीराय सुम्नमस्मे ते अस्तु रक्षा च नो अधिच देव ब्रूह्यदाचन शर्म यक्षद्विबराः स्तुहि सुतं गतसदं युवानं मृगन्न भीममुपहत्नमुग्रं मृडाचरित्रे रुद्रस्तवानो अन्यन्ते अस्मन्निवपन्तु सेनाः हरिणो रुद्रस्य हेतिर्प्रणक्तु परिद्वेषस्य दुर्मतिरघायोः अवस्तिरामघवद्यस्तनुष्वमीध्वस्तोकाय तनयाय मृडया मेरुष्टमशिवतम शिवो नः सुमना भव परमे वृक्ष आयुरन्निधाय कृतिं वसान आचर पिनाकं बिभ्रदागिः विकिरित विलोहित नमस्ते अस्तु भगवः यास्ते सहस्रगुं हेतयोन्यमस्मन्निवपन्तु ताः सहस्राणि सहस्रदा बाहुवोस्तव हेतयः तासामेषानो भगवः पराचीना मुखाकृति सहस्राणि सहस्रशो ये रुद्रा अधिभूम्याम् तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वदन्वानि तन्मसि अस्मिन् महत्यर्णवेऽन्तरिक्षे भवारि नीलग्रीवा शितिकण्ठाः शर्वादक्षमाचराः नीलग्रीवा शितिकण्ठा दिवगुं रुद्रा उपश्रिताः ये वृक्षेषु सस्पिञ्जरा नीलग्रीवा विलोहिताः ये भूतानामधिपतयो विशिखासः कपर्दिनः ये अन्येषु विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु पिबतो जनान् ये पथां पथि रक्षय ऐलभृदाय व्युधः ये तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति श्रिकावन्तो निषङ्गिणः य एतावन्तश्च भूयागुंसश्च दिशो रुद्रावितस्थिरे धेशागुं सहस्रयो जने वदन्वानि तन्मसि नमो रुद्रेभ्यो ये पृथिव्यां येऽन्तरिक्षे ये दिवि येषामन्नं वातो वर्षमिषवस्तेभ्यो दश प्राची दश दक्षिणा दश प्रतीची दशोदीची दशोद्वास्तेभ्यो नमस्ते नो मृडयन्तु तेयं द्विष्मो यस्य नो द्वेष्टितं वोजम्भे ददामि त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् यो रुद्रो अग्नौ यो अप्सु य ओषधीश यो रुद्रो विश्वा भुवना विवेश तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु स्तुतियस्विषुस्तुधन्वा यो विश्वस्य क्षयति भेषजस्य यक्ष्वा आमहे सो मनसाय रुद्रं नमो देवमसुरं युवस्य अयं मे हस्तु भगवान् अयं मे भगवत्तरः अयं मे विश्ववेशजो यगुं शिवाभिमर्शनः एते सहस्रमयुतं पाशामृत्यो मध्याय हन्तवे तान् यज्ञस्य मायया सर्वानवयजामहे मृत्यवे स्वाहा मृत्यवे स्वाहा ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय विष्णवे मृत्युर्मे पाहि प्राणानां ग्रन्थिरसि रुद्रो मा विशान्तकः तेनाप्यायस्व सदा शिवो ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ आज्ञा विष्णु सजोषसे मा वर्धन्तु वाङ्गिरः जुम्ने वाजेभिरागतं वाजश्च मे प्रसवश्च मे प्रयतिश्च मे प्रसितिश्च मे गीतिश्च मे क्रतुश्च मे स्वरश्च मे श्लोकश्च मे श्रावश्च मे श्रुतिश्च मे ज्योतिश्च मे शुभश्च मे प्राणश्च मे पानश्च मे व्यानश्च मे सुश्च मे चित्तं च म आधीतं च मे वाक्ष मे मनश्च मे चक्षुश्च मे श्रोत्रं च मे दक्षश्च मे बलं च म ओजश्च मे सहश्च म आयुश्च मे जरा च म आत्मा च मे तनुश्च मे शर्म च मे वर्म च मेऽङ्गानि च मे स्थानि च मे परुगुंषि च मे शरीराणि च मे ज्येष्ठ्यं च म आधिपत्यं च मे मन्युश्च मे वामश्च मे मश्च मे म्बश्च मे जेमा च मे महिमा च मे वरिमा च मे प्रतिमा च मे वर्ष्मा च मे द्राहुया च मे वृद्धं च मे वृद्धिश्च मे सत्यं च मे श्रद्धा च मे जगच्च मे धनं च मे वशश्च मे ऋषिश्च मे क्रीडा च मे मोदश्च मे जातं च मे जनिष्यमानं च मे सूक्तं च मे सुकृतं च मे वित्तं च मे वेद्यं च मे भूतं च मे भविष्यच्च मे सुगं च मे सुपथं च मरिद्धं च मरिद्धिश्च मे क्लिप्तं च मे क्लिप्तिश्च मे मतिश्च मे सुमतिश्च मे शं च मे मयश्च मे प्रियं च मे नुकामश्च मे कामश्च मे सौमनसश्च मे भद्रं च मे श्रेयश्च मे वस्यश्च मे यशश्च मे भगश्च मे द्रविणं च मे यन्ता च मे धत्ता च मे क्षेमश्च मे धृतिश्च मे विश्वं च मे महश्च मे संविच्च मे ज्ञात्रं च मे सुश्च मे प्रसूश्च मे
सीरं च मे लयश्च मृतं च मे मृतं च मे यक्ष्मं च मे नाम यक्ष मे जीवातुश्च मे दीर्घायुत्वं च मे नमित्रं च मे अभयं च मे सुगं च मे शयनं च मे सुषा च मे सुदिनं च मे सूनृता च मे पयश्च मे रसश्च मे घृतं च मे मधु च मे सखिश्च मे सपीतिश्च मे कृषिश्च मे वृष्टिश्च मे चैत्रं च म औद्भिद्यं च मे रयिश्च मे रायश्च मे पुष्टं च मे पुष्टिश्च मे विभु च मे प्रभु च मे बहु च मे भूयश्च मे पूर्णं च मे पूर्णतरं च मे क्षितिश्च मे कूयवाश्च मे नं च मे क्षुच्च मे व्रीहयश्च मे यवाश्च मे माशाश्च मे तिलाश्च मे मुद्गाश्च मे खल्वाश्च मे गोधूमाश्च मे मसुराश्च मे प्रियङ्गवश्च मे नवश्च मे श्यामाकाश्च मे नीवाराश्च मे अश्मा च मे मृत्तिका च मे गिरयश्च मे पर्वताश्च मे सिकताश्च मे वनस्पतयश्च मे हिरण्यं च मे यश्च मे सीसं च मे त्रपुश्च मे श्यामं च मे लोहं च मे अग्निश्च म आपश्च मे विरुधश्च म ओषधयश्च मे कृष्टपच्यं च मे कृष्टपच्यं च मे राम्याश्च मे पशव आरण्याश्च यज्ञेन कल्पन्तां वित्तं च मे वित्तिश्च मे भूतं च मे भूतिश्च मे वसु च मे वसतिश्च मे कर्म च मे शक्तिश्च मे अर्थश्च म एमश्च म इतिश्च मे गतिश्च मे अग्निश्च म इन्द्रश्च मे सोमश्च म इन्द्रश्च मे सविता च म इन्द्रश्च मे सरस्वती च म इन्द्रश्च मे पूषा च म इन्द्रश्च मे बृहस्पतिश्च म इन्द्रश्च मे मित्रश्च म इन्द्रश्च मे वरुणश्च म इन्द्रश्च मे त्वष्टा च म इन्द्रश्च मे धाता च म इन्द्रश्च मे विष्णुश्च म इन्द्रश्च मे श्विनौ च म इन्द्रश्च मे मरुतश्च म इन्द्रश्च मे विश्वे च मे देवा इन्द्रश्च मे पृथिवी च म इन्द्रश्च मेऽन्तरिक्षं च म इन्द्रश्च मे द्यौश्च म इन्द्रश्च मे दिशश्च म इन्द्रश्च मे मूर्धा च म इन्द्रश्च मे प्रजापतिश्च म इन्द्रश्च मे रश्मिश्च मेधाभ्यश्च मेधिपतिश्च म उपागुंसुश्च मे अन्तर्यामश्च म ऐन्द्रवायवश्च मे मैत्रावरुणश्च म आश्विनश्च मे प्रतिप्रस्थानश्च मे शुक्रश्च मे मन्थी च म आग्रयणश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे ध्रुवश्च मे वैश्वानरश्च म ऋतुग्रहाश्च मेतिग्राह्याश्च म ऐन्द्राग्नश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे मरुत्वतीयाश्च मे माहेन्द्रश्च म आदित्यश्च मे सावित्रश्च मे सारस्वतश्च मे पौष्णश्च मे पात्नीवतश्च मे आर्योजनश्च मे इत्मश्च मे बर्हिश्च मे वेदिश्च मे धिष्ण्याश्च मे शुचश्च मे चमसाश्च मे ग्रावाणश्च मे स्वरवश्च म उपरवाश्च मे धिषवणे च मे द्रोणकलशश्च मे वायव्यानि च मे पूतभृच्च म आध्वनीयश्च म आग्नेयीघ्रं च मे अवित्थानं च मे गृहाश्च मे सदश्च मे पुरोडाशाश्च मे पचताश्च मे ववृथश्च मे स्वगाकारश्च मे अग्निश्च मे घर्मश्च मेऽर्कश्च मे सूर्यश्च मे प्राणश्च मे श्वमेधश्च मे पृथिवी च मे दितिश्च मे द्यौश्च मे शक्वरीरङ्गुलयोदुषश्च मे यज्ञेन कल्पन्तामृक्ष मे साम च मे स्तोमश्च मे यजुश्च मे दीक्षा च मे तपश्च म ऋतुश्च मे व्रतं च मे होरात्रयोः वृष्ट्या बृहद्रथन्तरे च मे यज्ञेन कल्पेताम् गर्भाश्च मे वत्साश्च मे द्रविश्च मे द्रवी च मे दित्यवाच्च मे दित्यौही च मे पञ्चाविश्च मे पञ्चावी च मे त्रिवत्सश्च मे त्रिवत्सा च मे तुर्यवाच्च मे तुर्यौही च मे पष्ठवाच्च मे पष्ठौही च म उक्षा च मे वशा च म ऋषभश्च मे वेहच्च मे नड्वां च मे धेनुश्च म आयुर्यज्ञेन कल्पतां प्राणो यज्ञेन कल्पताम् अपानो यज्ञेन कल्पतां व्यानो यज्ञेन कल्पतां चक्षुर्यज्ञेन कल्पतां श्रोत्रं यज्ञेन कल्पतां मनो यज्ञेन कल्पतां वाक् यज्ञेन कल्पताम् आत्मा यज्ञेन कल्पतां यज्ञो यज्ञेन कल्पताम् एका च मे तिस्रश्च मे पञ्च च मे सप्त च मे नव च म एकादश च मे त्रयोदश च मे पञ्चदश च मे सप्तदश च मे नवदश च म एकविंशतिश्च मे त्रयोविंशतिश्च मे पञ्चविंशतिश्च मे सप्तविंशतिश्च मे नवविंशतिश्च म एकत्रिंशच्च मे त्रयस्त्रिंशच्च मे चतस्रश्च मे षष्टौ च मे द्वादश च मे षोडश च मे विंशतिश्च मे चतुर्विंशतिश्च मे अष्टाविंशतिश्च मे द्वात्रिंशच्च मे षट्त्रिंशच्च मे चत्वारिंशच्च मे चतुश्चत्वारिंशच्च मे अष्टाचत्वारिंशच्च मे द्वादश्च प्रसवश्चापिजश्च क्रतुश्च सुवश्च मूर्धा च यज्ञश्चान्त्यायनश्चान्त्यश्च भुवनश्च भुवनश्चाधिपतिश्च
यो देवहुर्मनोर्यज्ञनिर्बृहस्पतिरुक्थामदानि सगुंसिषद्विश्वे देवा सूक्तवाच पृथिवीमातर्माहि गुंसीर्मधुमनिष्ये मधुजनिष्ये मधुवक्ष्यामि मधुवदिष्यामि मधुमतीं देवेभ्यो वाचमुत्थ्यासगुं शुश्रूषेण्यां मनुष्येभ्यस्तम्मा देवा अवन्तु शोभायै पितरोऽनुमदन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं तु यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देव नारायण नमोऽस्तु ते विसर्गबिन्दुमात्राणि पदपादाक्षराणि च न्यूनानि चातिरिक्तानि क्षमस्व साईश्वर अपराधसहस्राणि क्रियन्ते हर्निशन्मया दासोऽयमिति मां मत्वा क्षमस्व साईश्वर अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्ष साईश्वर हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
I offer my humble pranams to the divine lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Sai Ram and welcome to Sai Prema Nilayam. My name is Soraya Pereira and I will be the MC for today's Buddha Poornima program. On this full moon day in May, the Sri Satya Sai International Organization, Region 8, humbly and devotedly offers this Buddha Poornima program to our Sri Sai Buddha. Today, we celebrate Buddha Poornima, also known as Vesak, commemorating the birth, enlightenment, and passing of the Buddha. The life and teachings of Buddha have played a crucial role in shaping the world's religions and cultural history. Born as Siddhartha Gautama in Lumbini in the 5th century BCE, he renounced his princely life at the age of 29 in search of the truth of life. After years of intense meditation and spiritual practice, he attained enlightenment under a Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya, India. From then on, he spent the rest of his life spreading his teachings of the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, which emphasized the importance of compassion, wisdom, and ethical conduct. We will now chant 3 Oms, followed by Namo Tassa 3 times. Chant the 3 refuges given by the Buddha and the 3 refuges added by Swami, as well as the Buddha Gayatri 3 times.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhang saranam gacchami. Dhammam sharanam gacchami. Sangham sharanam gacchami. Satyam sharanam gacchami. Ekam sharanam gacchami. Premam sharanam gacchami. Om Dhyayatmanaya vidmahe Sai Buddhaya dhimahi Tanna sarvat prachodayat. Om Dhyayatmanaya vidmahe Sai Buddhaya dhimahi Tanna sarvat prachodayat. Om Dhyayatmanaya vidmahe Sai Buddhaya dhimahi Tanna shanta prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
I would now like to introduce Most Venerable Kolitha Thero, who is the head monk of the Sarat Chandra Buddhist Center. He entered monastic life at the age of 12. He holds a Royal Pundit degree and has acquired an education in psychology and world religions at California State University, Northridge. He attends to each and every activity, ministering to the devotees as well as non-devotees, including conducting Dhamma classes and meditation classes. His talk today is on the significance of Vesak and Dhamma.
Venerable members of the Mahasangha, dear devotees of Sai Baba, and also dear members of the Sai Center. At this time, I would like to pay my respect to the Buddha. I worship the Buddha, and also I worship the Dhamma, his teachings. I worship the Mahasangha, his perfect disciples. And also, at this time, I pay my respect to Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Today, in this great occasion, there are so many monks are participating. Venerable Sirinivasa Mahathera from Sarachandra Buddhist Center, the abbot of Sarachandra Buddhist Center, and also Venerable Sutadhara Mahathera, the abbot of Camarillo Buddhist Temple in Ventura. He is accompanied with 2 Buddhist monks, and also Venerable Dhammalankara Mahathera, Los Angeles Buddhist Vihara in Covina. He is also accompanied with 4 Buddhist monks. Venerable Saranasiri Mahathera, the abbot of Sri Sambuddhaloka Vihara in Riverside, he is also accompanied with 3 Buddhist monks. And also there is a monk from Fresno, Venerable Chandananda Mahathera, Fresno Buddhist Vihara. And also, first of all, I would like to thank our Dr. Reddy, giving a nice picture about the Buddha. At the beginning, your talk is marvelous. It is a remarkable Dhamma talk. You can be a monk. You gave the history of Buddhism, and also you talk about real Dhamma, what Buddha taught us, and also you gave the nice picture about this. This is a full moon day. Today is the full moon day. Buddha, as a Mahabodhisattva, he practiced 10 perfection, 10 paramitas, 4 parts of 100,000 eons. We cannot count how many years, countless years he was practicing for Buddhahood. Then the last birth before as a human being, he was born in Tusita heaven. Then Devas, divine beings, went to him and paid respect to him and asked him to reborn in the human world. Then he looked at where I should reborn. You know, as Indians, you have to be a little bit proud. He chose to reborn in India. At that time, it called Jambudvipa. Then 2650 years ago, he conceived mother's womb. While he was conceiving, there were so many wonderful things, marvelous things happened in this world. I think before one day I gave a Dhamma talk here. What are those wonderful, marvelous things happened at that time? After that, when he comes out of the mother, there were so many miracles happened in this world. Then, at the age of 35, the month of May, full moon day, 2615 years ago, this ascetic Siddhartha attained to Buddhahood under the great Bodhi tree in Buddha Gaya. Then he rendered his service to the humankind and divine kinds 45 years. 45 years. He walked from place to place. He walked in the byways, highways in all over India. And also, after finish his service, he attained to Mahaparinibbana. Mahaparinibbana, complete nirvana, he attained at the age of 80. That is also happened the month of May, full moon day, 2570 years ago. Since that time until today, all over Buddhist people consider the month of May is the holiest month because of these three blessed events happened. Then I would like to draw your attention why we respect to this kind of tree. Buddha said on one occasion, most of the people in this world go for refuge. Trees, mountains, different kind of things. But Buddha said, if you go for these refuges for your benefit, but it will not bring you the real happiness. Then why we respect to the Bodhi tree? What is the reason? During the time of the Buddha, after Buddha became more and more venerated, then people come to see the Buddha. People want to see and respect to the Buddha. But when we read the Buddha's life story, he never stayed in one place. He traveled from place to place. After there were 5 Buddhist monks, Venerable Kondanya Badya Vappa Mahanama Asaji. At that time, he requested from the monks, Charata Bhikkhave Charikang Bahujana Hitaya Bahujana Sukhaya, for the benefits of humankind and divine kinds, for the welfare of the humankind and divine kind, please go and walk and teach this Dhamma. But in the same way, as a religious leader, Buddha also went by himself. When the people come to the temple to worship and listen to the Dhamma, Buddha is not there. Then there is a problem. There was a millionaire named Anatha Pindika. He requested from Venerable Ananda, the attendant of the Buddha, Venerable Sir, people come here to respect to the Buddha, but when Buddha is not in the vihara, temple, people got some kind of upset, disappointment. Therefore, we have to do something for this. When Buddha is in a peaceful time, please go and ask him what to do. Then one day, when Buddha was taking a rest, the Venerable Ananda asked this question. Then Buddha said, ask Venerable Mahamoggallana. That one was the greatest monk who can do some miracles. There is a Bodhi tree in Buddha Gaya. Before a seed fall down onto the earth, ask him to take that to his hand. Then, according to the Buddha's advice, this Venerable Mahamoggallana Thera took a seed for his hand and gave it to Venerable Ananda. Venerable Ananda gave that seed, Bodhi tree seed, to millionaire Anatha Pindikas. Then Anatha Pindika thought, I should give this to the king, Pasenadi Kosala. But Pasenadi Kosala said, I have so many unfriendly people, they might destroy Bodhi tree, therefore, please, you should do this. Anyway, they planted this seed. Then, that is how we respect Bodhi tree. When Buddha is not there, we respect to the Bodhi tree instead of respecting the Buddha. Bodhi means enlightenment. The ascetic Siddhartha got this enlightenment under this Bodhi tree. That is how we venerate, we respect to this Bodhi tree. Since that time until today, when people have some problems, difficulties, they go to the Bodhi tree and respect to them. At this time, I want to thank all the Sai devotees, and also our Dr. Reddy mentioned, our Mr. Anuruddha Pereira, and also Mrs. Saroja Pereira. They did a very good thing, beautiful Buddha Vihara in this center. And also, when you have time, please come to this center, pay your respect to the Buddha. And also, you can sit under the Bodhi tree and practice meditation to get the enlightenment. At this time, I would like to tell you some few Dhamma words. In one occasion, Buddha said, Buddho so bodhaya dhamman deseti. It means after Buddha attained to the Buddhahood, when he is enlightened, he preached Dhamma to get enlightenment, for the sake of enlightenment. He preached this Dhamma. Then, Tinno so bhagava taranaya dhamman deseti. The Buddha went away from this world to the higher level. After he attained to that position, he preached the Dhamma to the people for the sake of destroying these sufferings. Then, Santo so bhagava samataya dhamman deseti. The Buddha became calm, serene. The Buddha achieved peace. After achieving the peace, he preached the Dhamma to achieve peace. Parinibbuto so bhagava parinibbanaya dhamman deseti. The Buddha attained to complete nirvana. After attaining complete nirvana, he preached this Dhamma to attain complete nirvana. Therefore, we should follow the teachings of the Buddha to attain nirvana. Then he gave the path. That path is called Four Noble Truths. Our Dr. Reddy already described these things. The first one is Dukkha Satya. Dukkha Satya, the sufferings, truth of sufferings. Birth is suffering, old age is suffering, sickness is suffering, death is suffering. Whatever we want, we cannot take it, that is also suffering. Associating with unwanted people brings us sufferings. Departing from the loved ones also brings us sufferings. Then Buddha showed the path, the reason for this suffering. That is what it says, tanha, the mental urge, the other word, craving, greediness. That then Buddha said, if someone can eradicate all these cravings, mental urge, that is the highest bliss, nirvana. Then there is a path. That path is called Eight Noble Path, Eightfold Path. Samma Ditti, Samma Sankappa, Samma Vacha, Samma Kammanta, Samma Ajiva, Samma Vayama, Samma Sati, Samma Samadhi. Samma Ditti, harmonious perspective, harmonious view, Samma Sankappa, harmonious orientation, harmonious thoughts, Samma Vacha, harmonious words, Samma Kammanta, harmonious action, Samma Ajiva, harmonious effort, Samma Sati, harmonious awareness, Samma Vayama, harmonious effort, Samma Sati, harmonious awareness, Samma Ajiva, harmonious living style, lifespan, harmonious samadhi, samma samadhi, harmonious tranquility. These are the 8 kinds of things Buddha talked about. It divided into 3 parts: Sila, Samadhi, and Panya. Sila is the good behavior. Every religion talk about this, Sila. We have to be practiced this kind of good way of behavior, Sila. Then Buddha talk about Samadhi, the tranquility of the mind. How do you get this tranquility of your mind? There were 40, more than 40 kinds of methods Buddha taught us to practice. Mainly nowadays, people practice metta meditation, meditation on loving kindness, breathing meditation, anapanasati, practicing awareness on your in-breathing and out-breathing. These are the 2 methods mainly people today practice, but there are more than 40 kinds of meditations Buddha taught us. If you go to the temples, these monks will teach you how to practice this meditation. Anapanasati itself has 16 methods, 16 steps to follow. Then you will get the wisdom. This wisdom describes the whatever things happens, these things happens due to the presence of necessary condition. If one condition is changed, everything comes to an end. That is what Panya, wisdom. I think today, this full moon day, you have been reflecting the Buddha's noble qualities, and also you are practicing these noble methods. Now you have a Buddha Vihara. You can practice these methods. And also, the third one, you are practicing as monks what they are practicing. Then Sila, Samadhi, and Panya. May these noble qualities be with you. By the power of the Buddha, Dhamma, and Mahasangha, may you be able to gain good health and long life. And also may these noble merits help you to gain freedom from suffering of samsara. May you attain highest and supreme peace of nirvana. Please say 3 times, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
I would like to thank Most Venerable Kolathethera for his very wise and enlightening speech. At this time, we are now going to start chanting the sutras. The Karaniyametra Sutra is a discourse on loving kindness for cultivating universal love, compassion, and mental protection. The Mangala Sutra is a discourse on protection, prosperity, and auspicious beginnings. The chanting ends with Buddha Dhamma Sangha, receiving the protection and guidance of the three jewels in Buddhism to bestow good fortune, peace, and protection.
Even though we are 5 monks staying here, but all the monks will chant with us. Yes.
Sagge kamecha rupe girisikara tate changtalikke vimane dipe ratte jagami taruan gane gehavat tummikette bumma chayang tu deva jalatala visame yakka gangdabbanaga tittang ta sangtike dhang munivara vachanang sadhavo me sunangtu paritta savana khalo ayang bhadanta paritta savana khalo ayang bhadanta paritta dhamma savana khalo ayang bhadanta bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa තස්ස පිසෝ භගවා අරහං සම්මා සම්බුද්ධෝ විජ්ජාචරණ පන්නෝ සුගතෝ ලෝකවිදු අනුත්තරෝ පුරිස ධම්මසාරති සත්තා දේව මනුස්සානං බුද්ධෝ භගවාති සාක්ඛාතෝ භගවතා ධම්මෝ සංදිට්ඨිකෝ අකාලිකෝ ඒහි පස්සිකෝ ඕපනයිකෝ පච්චත්තං වේදිතම්බෝ විඤ්ඤෝහි සුපටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ සාවක සංඝෝ උචුපටි භගවතෝ සාවක සංඝෝ ඥායපටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ සාවක සංඝෝ සාමීචි පටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ සාවක සංඝෝ යතිදං චත්තාරි පුරිස යුගානි අට්ඨ පුරිස පුග්ගලායේස භගවතෝ සාවක සංඝෝ ආහුනීයෝ පාහුනීයෝ ධක්ඛිනීයෝ අංජලි කරණීයෝ අනුත්තරං පුඤ්ඤක්ඛේතං ලෝකස්සාති තේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන වාතු තං රතනත්තයං ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන පාතු තං රතනත්තයං ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන පාතු තං රතනත්තයං භූතානි සමාගතානි බුම්මානි වායානි වංගලික්ඛේ සබ්බේව භූතා සුමනා භවන්තු අතෝපි සක්ඛච්ච සුනන්තු භාසිකං තස්මාහි භූතානි සාමේත සම්බේ මෙත්තං කරෝත මානුෂියා පජාය දිවාච රත්තෝ ච හරන්ති යේ භලින් තස්මායිනේ රක්කත අප්පමත්තායං කිංචි විත්තං ඉදවාහුරං සංඝේසු ආයං රතනං පනිතං නනෝ සමං අත්ති තථාගතේන ඉදම්පි බුද්දේ රතනං පනිතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවක්ඛි හෝතු විරාගං අමතං පනිතං යදච්චගා සක්ඛ මුනි සමාහිතෝ නතේන ධම්මේන සමත්ති කිංචි ධම්පි ධම්මේ රතනම් පනිතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු යම් බුද්ද සෙට්ටෝ පරිවන්නයි සුචින් සමාධිමානන්තරි සමාධිනාතේන සමෝන විජ්ජති ධම්පි ධම්මේ රතනං පනිතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු යේ පුංගලාඨ සතං චත්තාරි ඒතානි යුගානි හොන්ති තේ දක්ඛිනේයා සුගතස්ස ශාවකා ඒතේසු දින්නානි මහප්පලානි ධම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්තියෝ යේසුප්පයුත්තා මනසාදල්ලේන නික්කාමිනෝ ගෝතම තේ පත්තිපත්තාම තං විගය ලද්ධා මුදා නිබ්බුතින් බුඤ්ජමානා ඉදම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන යතින් දකිලෝ පටවින් සිතෝසියා චතුප්පිවාතේ බියසම්ප තතුපමං සප්පුරිසං වදාමියෝ අරිය සච්චානි අවෙච්ච ඉදම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති යේ අරිය සච්චානි විභාවයන්ති ගම්භීර පඤ්ඤේන සුදේසිතානි කිංචාපිතේ හොන්ති බුසප්පමත්තානතේ භවං අට්ඨමං ආදියන්ති ඉදම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු සහවස්ස දස්සන සම්පදාය තයස්සු ජයිතා භවන්ති සක්ඛාය දිට්ඨි විචිකිංචිතං ච සීලම්භතං යදත්ති කිංචි චතුප්පායේ ච විප්පමුත්තෝ චචාභිතානානි අග්ගෝගාතුම් ඉදම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු කිංචාපිසෝ කම්මං කරෝති පාපකං කායේන වාචා උදචේත අබම්බෝසෝ තස්ස පටිච්චාදාය අබබ්බතා ධිට්ඨ පදස්ස උත්තා ඉදම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු අනප්පගුම්භේ යතා පුස්සිතග්ගේ ගිම්හාන මාසේ පටමස්මින් තතුපමං ධම්ම වරං අදේසයි නිබ්බානගාමින් පරමං ඉදම්පි බුද්දේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති වරෝ වරඤ්ඤෝ වරදෝ වරහරෝ අනුත්තරෝ ධම්ම වරං ඉදම්පි බුද්දේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු ගිනං පුරාණං නවං නත්ති සම්භවං විරාට චිත්තායතිකේ භවස්මින් තේ කින බීජා අවිරුල්ලිච්ඡං ධානිබ්බන්ති ධීරායතයං පදීපෝ ඉදම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු යානිද භූතානි සමාගතානි බුම්මානි වායානි වහන්තලික්කේ තථාගතං පූජිතං බුද්ධං නමස්සාම සුවත්ති හෝතු යානිද භූතානි සමාගතානි බුම්මානි වායානි වහන්තලික්කේ තථාගතං දේව මනුස්ස පූජිතං ධම්මං නමස්සාම සුවත්ති හෝතු යානිද භූතානි සමාගතානි බුම්මානි වායානි වහන්තලික්කේ තථාගතං දේව මනුස්ස පූජිතං සංඝං නමස්සාම සුවත්ති හෝතු තේන සච්ච වච්චේන දුක්ඛං විනාශතු ඒතේන සච්ච වච්චේන සම්බ භයෝ විනාශතු ඒතේන සච්ච වච්චේන සබ්බ රෝගෝ විනාශතු කරණීය මත්ත කුසලේන යන්තං සන්තං පදං අபிසමෙච්ච සක්කෝ ජෝච සුචු සුවචෝ චස්ස මුදු අනතිමානි සන්තුස්ස කෝච අප්පගිච්ඡෝච සල්ලෞක උත්ති සංග්‍රින්ද්‍රියෝච නිපකෝච අප්පගම්බෝ කුලේසු අනනුකිත්තෝන ච කුද්ධං සමාචරේ කිංචින විඤ්ඤෝ කරේ උපවදෙය්‍යං සුඛිනෝ වාකේමිනෝ හොන්තු සබ්බේ භවන්තු සුඛිතාත්තා ඒකේචිපාන භූතන්ති තසාවාතාව අනවසේසාදීඝාවායේ මහන්තාවා මජ්ජිමාරස්සකානු දිට්ඨාවායේව අද්දිට්ඨායේච ධූරේ වසන්ති අවිදුර භූතාවා සංභවේ සීවා සබ්බේ සත්තා භවන්තු සුඛී නපරෝ පරං නිකුම්බේත නාති මඤ්ඤේත කත්තචිනං ව්‍යාරෝසනා පටිග සංඥානාඤ්ඤ මඤ්ඤස්ස දුක්ඛමි මාතායතානියං පුත්තං ආයුසායේක පුත්ත මනුරග්ග එවං පිසම්බ භූතේසු මාන සම්භාවයේ අපරිමාණං මෙත්තං ච සබ්බ ලෝකස්මින් මාන සම්භාවයේ අපරිමාණං උද්දං අදෝච තිරියං ච අසම්භාධං අවේරං අසපත්තං තිට්ඨං චරං නිසින්නෝ වාසයානෝ වායාවතස්ස විගත ඒතං සතින් අදිත්තේය බ්‍රහ්මමේතං විහාරං ඉදමා දිට්ඨිං ච අනුපගම්ම සීලවාදස්සනේන සම්පන්නෝ විනය්‍යගේ දංයි ජාතු ගබ්බසෙය පුනරේති තේන සච්ච වච්චේ සුඛී දීඝායුකෝ භව භවතු සබ්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සබ්බ සබ්බ බුද්ධානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු භවතු සබ්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සබ්බ දේවතා සබ්බ ධම්මානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සබ්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සබ්බ දේවතා සබ්බ සංඝානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ මග්ගතයක්ඛ භූතානම් නිවාරණ පරිත්තස්සානුභාවේන අන්තු තේ
ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्म समाधिनः अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
Most Venerable Kolithithero and all of the monks for their delivery of the sutras. At this time, we will now begin bhajans. Thank you.
Take all the obstacles away, my Lord Gananatha.
Take all the obstacles away, my Lord Gananatha.
You take all the obstacles away, my Lord Gananatha.
You take all the obstacles away, my Lord Gananatha.
You give me happiness, you give me auspiciousness.
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 When I call out your name, oh my Lord Gananatha.
When I call out your name, oh my Lord Gananatha.
Om Sri Gananatha.
Om Shri Gananatha.
When I call out your name, oh my Lord, Gananatha.
When I call out your name, oh my Lord, Gananatha.
Om Sri Gananatha.
Om Shri 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 Gananatha.
You take all the obstacles away, my Lord Gananatha.
तुम हो श्याम राम रहीम। बाबा तुम हो श्याम राम रहीम। राम रहीम श्याम रहीम। राम रहीम श्याम रहीम। बाबा तुम हो श्याम राम रहीम। अल्लाह येसु बुद्ध महावीर। अल्लाह येसु बुद्ध महावीर। नानक साई जोहराष्ट्र भी हो। नानक साई जोहराष्ट्र भी हो। सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई नारायण। सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई शंकर। तुम हो श्याम राम रहीम। राम रहीम श्याम रहीम। राम रहीम श्याम रहीम। बाबा तुम हो श्याम राम रहीम। अल्लाह येसु बुद्ध महावीर। नानक साई जोहराष्ट्र भी हो। सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई नारायण। सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई शंकर। तुम हो श्याम राम रहीम।
अल्लाह तुम हो, ईश्वर तुम हो। अल्लाह तुम हो,
बुद्ध महावीर येशु साई
बुद्ध महावीर येशु साई
बुद्ध महावीर येशु साई
बुद्ध महावीर येशु साई
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
अल्लाह येसु सद्गुरु साई अल्लाह येसु सद्गुरु साई गीता वेद कुरान हो 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 साई तन में साई मन में साई
तन में साई मन में साई
रोम रोम में साई साई
रोम रोम में साई साई
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
बुद्ध महावीर येशु साई
येशु साई
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
अल्लाह येशु सद्गुरु साई सद्गुरु साई गीता वेद कुरान हो साई गीता वेद कुरान हो साई तन में साई मन में साई
तन में साई मन में साई
रोम रोम में साई साई वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
वाहे गुरु
बुद्ध महावीर येशु साई
राम हरे साई कृष्ण हरे सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई हरे
राम हरे साई कृष्ण हरे सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई हरे
राम हरे साई कृष्ण हरे सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई हरे सर्वधर्मप्रिय साई हरे।
अल्लाह भजो मौला भजो हे अल्लाह साई भगवान।
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 हे राम भजो हे कृष्ण भजो हे राम कृष्ण भगवान।
राम भजो साई कृष्ण भजो साई राम कृष्ण भगवान।
नानक भजो गौतम भजो हे बुद्ध साई भगवान।
नानक भजो गौतम भजो हे बुद्ध साई भगवान।
विष्णु भजो जोराष्ट्र भजो हे महावीर भगवान।
यीशु भजो राष्ट्र भजो हे महावीर भगवान।
साई भजो शिरडी साई भजो हे शिरडी साई भगवान।
साई भजो शिरडी साई भजो हे शिरडी साई भगवान।
सत्य भजो सत्य साई भजो हे सत्य साई भगवान।
सत्य भजो सत्य साई भजो हे सत्य साई भगवान।
सत्य भजो सत्य साई भजो हे सत्य साई भगवान।
सत्य भजो सत्य साई भजो हे सत्य साई भगवान।
अल्लाह भजो मौला भजो हे अल्लाह साई भगवान।
अल्लाह भजो मौला भजो हे अल्लाह साई भगवान।
हे राम भजो हे कृष्ण भजो हे राम कृष्ण भगवान।
राम भजो हे कृष्ण भजो हे राम कृष्ण भगवान।
नानक भजो गौतम भजो हे बुद्ध साई भगवान।
नानक भजो गौतम भजो हे बुद्ध साई भगवान।
येषु भजो जोराष्ट्र भजो हे महावीर भगवान।
यीशु भजो राष्ट्र भजो हे महावीर भगवान।
साई भजो शिरडी साई भजो हे शिरडी साई भगवान।
साई भजो शिरडी साई भजो हे शिरडी साई भगवान।
सत्य भजो सत्य साई भजो हे सत्य साई भगवान।
सत्य भजो सत्य साई भजो हे सत्य साई भगवान।
सत्य भजो सत्य साई भजो हे सत्य साई भगवान।
सत्य भजो सत्य साई भजो हे सत्य साई भगवान।
अल्लाह भजो मौला भजो हे अल्लाह साई भगवान।
साईनाथ भगवान साईनाथ भगवान। भगवान्
शिवं सुन्दरं साईनाथ भगवान्
साईनाथ भगवान् साईनाथ भगवान्
साईनाथ भगवान् साईनाथ भगवान्
बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि
बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि
धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि
धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि
संघं शरणं गच्छामि
संघं शरणं गच्छामि
सत्यसाईश शरणं गच्छामि
सत्यसाईश शरणं गच्छामि
सत्यसाईश शरणं गच्छामि
सत्यसाईश शरणं गच्छामि
साईनाथ भगवान् साईनाथ भगवान् शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति
On this very auspicious day of Buddha Poornima, it is our great pleasure to welcome our guest speaker who has come all the way from Mexico. He is Mr. Miguel Montes, the Young Adult Coordinator of Mexico. Miguel Montes has been a dedicated devotee of Satya Sai Baba since 1997, when he first began attending the Sri Satya Sai Center of Monterrey, Mexico, at the age of 7. His lifelong commitment to the Sai organization began in his childhood, participating in Bhavi class classes and various spiritual retreats. His journey of service deepened early on. At age 13, he made his first pilgrimage to Prashanthi Nilayam, returning in 2007 to attend the International Youth Conference in India. That same year, he began his leadership path by serving as the youth coordinator for his local Sai Center, a role that marked the beginning of decades of service. Throughout his youth, Miguel became a pivotal figure within the Sri Satya Sai International Organization in Mexico. In 2011, a transformative year, he joined fellow youth in Mexico City to navigate the transition of Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba's physical departure with unity and strength. Shortly thereafter, he participated in an international humanitarian relief mission in Haiti, organized by the Sri Satya Sai International Organization. His leadership roles expanded significantly over the years. From 2012 to 2018, he served as National Youth Coordinator for Mexico. In 2016, he participated in his second International Youth Festival in India. In 2018, he graduated from the SSSIO International Leadership Program. From 2019 to 2020, he served as Zone President for Northeast Mexico. And in 2025, he reassumed the role of National Youth Coordinator for SSSIO Mexico and served as a speaker during the Sri Satya Sai Baba centenary celebrations here at Sai Prema Nilayam. Throughout his trajectory, he has coordinated numerous service initiatives and youth programs since the age of 15, always driven by the principle of selfless love. He remains an active member of the Sri Satya Sai Center of Monterrey, constantly striving to embody the teachings of his master. Let us please welcome Mr. Miguel Montes.
with, with love, surrender, and gratitude, I offer these words to each of your hearts, to the infinite consciousness present in all. Respected elders, venerable priests, members of the Sri Satya Sai International Organization, guests and attendees. Om Sri Sai Ram, Namaste to all of you. We gather today in the light of a very special grace. In this day, we celebrate Buddha Poornima, and it is a sacred honor to share this space with the Buddhist priest who accompanies us in this auspicious ceremony. Today, we remember that the peace Buddha attained is not a state of mind or a passing emotion, but the total stillness of our mental disposition and the flowering of the heart when we are freed from attachment and hatred. As I stand here, I ask myself with you, it is possible to sit at the God's feet and still remain a prisoner? It was the month of July 2007, my second trip to Prashanti Nilayam. As a little boy of 16 years old, eager to live and experience an international youth conference, which will be held that year. I was part of a large group of Mexicans who will have the wonderful opportunity to present a cultural event during the festivities of Guru Poornima. Sai's gifts began even before the journey itself. I had originally planned to stay for only 2 weeks, so I will not fall behind in the high school. However, one of the devotees of the Sai Center I was attending was not going to use her tickets and offered them to my parents so that I could use them. Those tickets were for me to be in a period of a full month in India, not just the 15 days I originally planned. That meant falling behind by an entire semester in school and giving up the chance to stay with my graduating classes and continue attending classes with my friends. But it was a decision I made with not much thought. A full month in India, what a wonderful opportunity. And suddenly, I was there, sitting in the mandir, eagerly waiting to see Sai. Although it was my second trip to India, this was my first time I felt a truly deep connection with Bhagavan. On my first trip, I was only 13, and I did not yet understand the full magnitude of the experience. Well, I was sitting there, waiting, and suddenly the singing and the music starts, and we know that the time has come. Swami was coming. At that time, he was making his rounds in a golf cart. While I was there, two great desires appeared on my heart, as if Swami in my heart was asking me, "What do you want?" And my overflowing heart replied, "Swami, I want to serve you all my life. And, of course, there is always a condition. I want a good wife." Those were my deepest longings, which I laid at his divine feet. At the time, I had no idea what they would require from me. Yet, There I was, praying again and again for the chance to serve him all my life and for the blessing of a good wife. On that journey, Swami took me and made me his devotee. But more importantly, he became my spiritual master, my God, my everything. After a wonderful trip of lessons, surprises, and gifts, the time has come to return to Mexico, to go back to school, having already lost the opportunity to continue with my generation and friends. But I felt totally different from when I left. I was another Miguel. Of course, having been in a place of such high energy and a very fit of the divine, I could not have felt otherwise than in fullness. But of course, those divine feelings did not last for long. I remember that on one occasion, close to my return from the trip, I sat on my bed and took the book called Living the Sai Way. Then there I was, with a book in my hands and a sincere and peculiar question to Sai. Oh Lord, what will my life be like from now on? As they say, be careful what you wish for, because it can make come true. Because at that moment, I opened the book, and to my total surprise, I opened it on a page that did not even have text. It was an image. Swami made sure that the message is very, very clear for me. That was the image that would totally change my perspective. It was totally clear. That little boy was me. And perhaps it's a lot of us today, trapped, soothed, and enslaved by the concern for material things, identification with the body, and mental distortions caused by desires. That image of that trapped young man reflected my ignorance. The Buddha taught that peace evades us precisely because of our ignorance and insatiable desires. He said, your worst enemy can hurt you as much as your own unguarded thoughts. I was my own jailer. Although I was dressed in white, my mind was in the world, seeking security in material possessions, forgetting that neither wealth nor gold can give peace. If it were true, the richest man in the world, the richest man would not live in anguish. My heart was pierced by the darts of desire. And as the scriptures and Lord Buddha has said, as long as the mind has been trapped by desire, there is no real pleasure or rest possible. How many of us have been in this path for years and continue to react with the same anger, greed, or attachments as before? Lord Buddha's simple solution is the Eightfold Path, where we practice right vision, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. As this is the path of the spiritual novel, the teachings of Sri Sathya Sai Baba are essentially the same. So, there it was, clear than water. Swami being so honest and direct with me. Years passed, and yes, indeed, my life was in fact surrounded by worries about material things, about identification with the body, and of course, by mental distortions caused by desires. That led me to become angry, impatient, jealous, all because of the above reasons. Then it led me to have anxiety about wanting to earn more money. Although I had been given the opportunity to serve Swami through all these years in his sacred organization, just as I had prayed for on that trip, I also endured many hardships on the path toward the good wife that Sai will eventually grant me. When I was 27, I had a daughter with a former partner, and that experience forced me to confront all of these negative mental patterns directly. And so, I reached my 30s, almost 15 years after that question I asked Sai. And that was the turning point. I was newly married with my current wife, and I was already expecting my second daughter. It was 2021, and the COVID pandemic was still stalking its next victims until the inevitable happened. I fell ill with COVID. It wasn't a casual, simple COVID, which I expected to be. This COVID almost took this life from me. It prostrated me unconscious in a hospital bed for 22 days. My life hung by a thread. And when I woke up, the doctors called me a miracle. And here began a process of metamorphosis inspired by God. On the days when I was conscious during the illness, I would repeat in my mind, "Don't die, don't die, don't die." And I repeat it because I knew that I still had to fulfill my dharma, my duty in this life, to my wife, my daughter, who was 4 years old at that time, and the little girl who was still in her mother's womb. I had many visions of my two daughters when I was in the hospital bed. They came to see me, and that gave me even more strength. God didn't want me to shrink my responsibilities. He wanted me to be transformed within them. This was the cocoon where the old Miguel had to break free. So, I survived. Now what? A question tormented me. Why, among so many that his disease has taken, children, young people, and adults, why am I still here? Is it perhaps a totally fortuitous act, or is it that I must fulfill something special in this life? For me, the answer is totally up to me. But at that time, I didn't know it. My relationship with my wife was not entirely good. And let's remember that when I got sick with COVID, I was carrying all these negative tendencies that I have already told you about, developed with 15 years of experience. Rejoining my life was not easy at all. And even more so with a newborn at home, which will arrive 2 months after I left the hospital. I felt just like her, a newborn, out of place, fearful and angry. Months passed, and those old tendencies were coming back to me, like the identification with the body, worries about material things, and the tremendous distortions caused by desires. To go through all that again, even after almost dying, felt like tasting a food I used to love and realizing it no longer tasted the same. In fact, it had started to repel me. The relationship with my wife was becoming more and more tense. We were really a few bad decisions away from the separation coming. I felt on the edge. After the illness, I lost 35 pounds. But then I gained it too much and I was already overweight. My emotions were in chaos. My health, too. Everything was messed up. I like to view it as if I was in the process of going through a divine remodeling, like being in a living construction site, and yet it had neither head nor tail. It was just chaos. In that state, a profound force was born within me, a firm determination to take control, to take charge of my life, and to make it truly worth living. This was Swami in action. Guided by the notion, I am the master of my destiny, I am the captain of my soul, I made the decision to start psychological therapies and to begin to exercise little by little, to follow a clear diet, to learn to eat. I began to take care of the body, mind, and emotions. I began to treat myself with self-compassion, to listen to myself, and to know and recognize myself. And little by little, like a rose opens as the months went by, my heart was opening. It was expanding. Spirituality is not an escape from society, but the transformation of the mind while living within it. A process of deep self-transformation began when I woke up in that hospital bed in August 2021. By 2023, I had already been in therapy for a couple of years and starting to take care of my body and emotions. When the body and the mind are calm, the longing to continue growing is born. And in 2024, the longing was born in me to incorporate meditation, study of sacred text, and repetition of God's name, and to participate with my family in service activities and devotional chants at the Sai Center constantly. It was a longing of the heart so deep that nothing was going to stop me from carrying it out. I began to study the science of habit development, and I managed to go from waking up inconsistently in the morning at 6 a.m. to getting up at 4 a.m. to meditate and exercise. My recovery process was not just therapy and exercise. It was my own version of the Lord's Buddha Noble Eightfold Path. As I searched for the right vision and the right intention and the right effort, I began to understand that peace must be manifested from within. It cannot be acquired from without. The Buddha urges us to train ourselves resolutely to attain peace. By getting up at 4 a.m. to meditate, I was not just fulfilling a habit. I was looking for that silence in which the Buddha immersed himself to the experience the Soham within himself. Satya Sai Baba tells us that peace is divine, and to experience it, you have to purify your heart. That purification was what allowed me to move away from anger and be aware of myself and others. I have come to realize that life is a combination of effort and grace. They must come from the within, from no one else. And the effort must come from the within. And grace comes as a bonus. Grace is that awakening of the heart's longings and strength to persevere until they are achieved through one's own effort. In 2025, on the 100th birthday celebration of Sri Satya Sai Baba, I became vegetarian, giving up the habit of eating meat to the Lord. And Sai rewarded me with the desire to learn, live, and share the Vedas, as well as a wonderful experience here, Sai Prema Nilayam. All of this practice has led me to a clear understanding of the deepest teachings of our beloved Master. The fundamental teaching that I am God, I am peace, I am love, I am truth, I am righteousness, and I am non-violence. I am an embodiment of divine love, like everyone else. My wife and my daughters, my greatest teachers. Everything has changed since then. Our relationship is stronger than ever. We support, understand, and love each other. I've truly learned to live in the world without letting the world live in me. To have my hands in society, but my mind in the forest. Throughout this entire transformation process, Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba, my God, my teacher, and my everything, has always been with me. He has been the driving force, guiding from his divine chair on this heart, guiding me at every step, and lighting the path to follow, from the simplest thing like going for a walk to the great adventure of studying and learning the Shiva Rudram. Today, I have the wonderful fortune to love and respect the great teachings of Lord Buddha and recognize the Buddha in my heart. It is not coincidence that this day on which I was invited mystically coincided with the great Buddha Poornima. At the beginning, I asked if one could be a prisoner at God's feet. Today, I know the answer is yes, as long as we continue seeking Him out there and ignore the bonds in here. Life is a gift too short to waste on fleeting desires. Every second is an opportunity to connect with our true self. Today, I understand that the world's well-being is not achieved through external rituals, but rather when each of us cultivate inner peace. The only way to bring peace to the earth is to learn to live a peaceful life. As the Buddha taught, if one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows us like a shadow that never leaves. That shadow of happiness is what now dwells in my home, with my wife and with my daughters. I have learned that hatred is never appeased by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal law. By recognizing God within me, I acknowledge that peace has always been there, waiting to be discovered beneath my desires. We didn't come here to chase shadows. We came to remember that we are infinite consciousness. Let us awaken once and for all to our inherent reality. And so, we go beyond. Gate, gate, para samgate bodhiswaha. I am existence, consciousness, and bliss. Jai Sai Ram.
I would once again like to thank Mr. Miguel Montes for that beautiful speech. I would also like to let you all know that the June edition of the Eternal Companion magazine is now available. It contains a divine discourse titled, "Happiness and Sorrow Are the Making of One's Own Mind," in which Swami explains that happiness and sorrow are not caused by the external world, but are manifestations of one's own mind. As usual, it will be packed with inspiring experiences and a beautiful editorial called The Journey to Realization of Brahman. I would like to remind everyone that following the closing prayers, devotees should stay seated and look for guidance towards the monks to receive holy water and holy thread. There will be 2 stations on the gents' side and 2 stations on the ladies' side. The holy thread that you will receive today came specially from Thailand. It symbolizes spiritual connection, protection, and mindfulness. It is blessed and charged with positive energy through chanting. We would like to remind you, if you have not had a chance yet, to please feel free to visit the Buddha Vihara and offer a flower at the Buddha's feet or water to the Bodhi tree. Lunch will be served outside in the tents. May love permeate every moment of our lives. May Sai Buddha inspire us all. Thank you all for participating in this program today. Jai Sai Ram. It is now time for closing prayers.
Shri Narayana Tu Purushottama Guru Tu Siddha Buddha Tu Skanda Vinayaka Savita Pavaka Tu Savita Pavaka Tu Brahmavasatu Yavashaktitu Yesu Pita Prabhu Tu Rudra Vishnu Tu Rama Krishna Tu Rahima Tao Tu Rahima Tao Tu Vasudeva Go Vishwarupa Tu Chidananda Hari Tu Advitiya Tu Akala Nirbhaya Atmalinga Shiva Tu Atmalinga Shiva जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक परिमहेश्वरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे शिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आवद्बान्धवा ॐ जय जगदीश हरे माता पिता गुरुदेव पर्यन्तयुनीवे स्वामी पर्यन्तयुनीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नारेन्द्र शयन ॐ जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूपा ओजस्वी साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगल आरती अंदुको मंगल आरती अंदुको मंगल गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 परमं पवित्रं बाबा विभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीला विभूतिं परमार्थैस्तार्थमोक्षप्रदानं बाबा विभूतिं इदमाश्रयामि Sacred, holy and supreme is Baba's Vibhuti, pouring forth in endless stream his play of Vibhuti. So auspicious is its might, it grants liberation. Baba Vibhuti, its power protects us. Samastalokaha Shukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Shukhino Bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. तेन गन्तव्यम् ब्रह्मकर्मशमादिनः अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
We are going to have 2 lines on the gent side, 2 lines on the lady side. That is going to, monks are going to be sitting on one station there on the lady side, one station in the back, the gent side. And then the monks are going to be here, 2 monks, and on the lady side. So there are going to be 1 line to going to the altar. And then once you go to the altar and have the darshan, you can come and take the thread as well as the water. Similarly on the gent side.